Today I'll show you the incredible Dragon Ball ending written by Akira Toriyama. Just to be clear, obviously I know the story is still ongoing, but this ending was already thought out by him a long time ago. It all started at the Tournament of Power, where we found out that there are 4 universes that didn't participate simply because they were too good to be in the Tournament of Life or Death. This unexplored aspect made us wonder what is so special about them that they were left out so easily. We discovered Jiren, the first mortal to surpass a god of destruction in fighting power. Putting these two facts together, we can understand that these 4 universes probably have one or several mortals who can surpass the gods of destruction themselves. When we think that, before becoming gods, the gods were mortals, it's easy to understand that someone can take the position of god, just like Vegeta and Toppo are being prepared for. But there is a class of mortals that is above the gods of destruction and the candidates for gods. These are the mortals who surpass the destroyers, and because they see themselves above them, they choose not to take the position and to follow their own path. Jiren exemplifies this, as his unique ki cannot be sensed even by Goku, who is familiar with Divine Ki. It's not even about Divine Kai, but rather something new and still capable of going beyond. Akira aimed to elevate Goku to a level where he could rival any being in the lower world, which includes everything in the 12 universes, by surpassing the God's barrier. Angels and Zeno exist outside this lower realm. They are the only beings who can reign eternally above Goku himself, despite the power of being the protagonist. Well, those who are more old school will remember that with the end of Dragon Ball Z, the series left us with an epilogue. The final chapter closed the story phase and opened space for the future. This epilogue is more than an ending, but a glimpse of what's to come. Although it belongs to Dragon Ball Z, it is closely related to Dragon Ball Super and takes place after Super's events in the timeline. But we're almost there. In Dragon Ball Super, Superhero, Gohan Bachal's defeat of Cell Max reignites the series' spark and connects directly with past events, such as the Tournament of Power. Jiren, the tournament protagonist, is referenced in the movie, connecting the stories and implying his actions' lasting impact. Despite Akira Toriyama's passing, his vision for Dragon Ball endures. What many didn't realize is that the superhero movie is paving the way for the realization of the ending that Akira Toriyama envisioned. This relates to the Z episode with the 4 omitted universes, the Dragon Ball multiverse, and more. In this instance, the movie and Gohan's triumph against Cell were the initial steps to unveil the series' new phase. Goku and his friend's journey, intensifying during the Tournament of Power, appears to be reaching a climax linking the past and present. The next step is to bring to light new revelations and challenges that transcend anything we've ever seen. After all, the last 2 arcs of the manga were pretty conservative when it came to revealing what the actual ending will be like. And there's a reason for that, which only became clear now with the emergence of Dragon Ball Daima. Well, in the midst of huge expectations for a new season of Dragon Ball Super, to finally wrap things up after 6 years of neglect, Toei, or better yet, Troll Eye Animation, decides to release a Dragon Ball anime that clearly doesn't connect with the previous audience who actually enjoys Dragon Ball. Some fans of the Dragon Ball Super series, instead of celebrating the news of its conclusion, wrongly assumed it would ruin the franchise. However, the plan of Akira Toriyama, Akio Yoko, Toyotaro, and other main Japanese creators was to wrap up Super in a way that would satisfy the viewers. Simultaneously, extend Dragon Ball's run further, as Toriyama's son requires a Ferrari to drive. Before actually developing the universes, the angels, the gods, and the other higher and lower beings in a broader way, Dragon Ball first needs to fill in the gaps left in Dragon Ball Z, and only then fill in those from Super. The latest manga Saga, excluding the movie, explored the Scion's history, Universe 7, Goku's true origin and reconnection with his parents, and Vegeta's inner turmoil over his past transgressions. All of this served to prepare Goku and Vegeta to finally solve the big problem of Universe 7 once and for all, so they could finally have the necessary experience to venture out and face the monsters you're about to meet, who make Jiren look like Krillin compared to them. But what is this problem in Universe 7 that needs to be solved before anything else? Frieza, always causing trouble, is now much stronger than Goku and Vegeta. The upcoming Saga and Super seems to be about Goku and Vegeta finally surpassing Frieza and potentially Beerus, the god of destruction. This is strongly reinforced by the fact that Goku and Vegeta's level has changed a lot over time. Beerus had already considered Vegeta as a potential god of destruction in another universe since the middle of the manga. Goku didn't fall behind when he rivaled the mortal who surpassed the gods. Since then, it's indescribable how much both of them have evolved, with Goku using innovative and very powerful techniques, and Vegeta even awakening a new transformation. This new transformation of Vegeta is closely tied to his ultimate fate. Since Vegeta returned to the story and established himself as one of the Z Warriors, countless fans have been waiting for him to finally have a major role. Even though he has his moments, Vegeta is one of the most beaten down and mistreated characters in the anime. No one can deny that. He starts out as the proud and relentless Prince of the Saiyans, determined to surpass Goku. Throughout the series, he evolves from a villain to an anti-hero, and finally a hero, starting a family on Earth and finding redemption. Now, the series attempts to revive the original Vegeta, returning him to the proud, selfish warrior who cared only about having the perfect fight. Ultra Ego is the synthesis of that, since one of the conditions to use this transformation is to think only about destruction. The irony lies in the fact that Vegeta admits he can no longer be the man he once was, which leads to a poetic aspect where Vegeta will probably end up as the god of destruction, which for him will adequately replace the fact that he never became king and will finally fill the gaps in his pride. But instead of being a heartless destroyer, like Vegeta from the Saiyan Saga, this current and more mature Vegeta won't destroy at his own whim like Beerus. He will be a responsible and disciplined god of destruction who will do a lot of good for Universe 7. As for Goku, his final destiny should reflect the essence of his original personality and the unique journey he has taken throughout the entire Dragon Ball series. From the start, Goku has been driven by an unquenchable thirst for adventure and an innate desire to grow stronger. His quest for new challenges was never motivated by ambition or power, but rather by the pure joy of fighting and the will to protect his friends and the universe. After surpassing Frieza, and possibly even Beerus, Goku will be confronted with a new threat that makes Jiren seem like a mere initial challenge. New adversaries from universes excluded from the Tournament of Power will be so powerful that they will require all of his ability and more. With Ultra Instinct mastered and new techniques, Goku will prove himself up to the challenge, but not without sacrifice. At the climax of the journey, Goku may face a supreme being from the excluded universes, a warrior whose strength and wisdom are unmatched. Throughout this final battle, Goku will not only be able to use brute strength, but also evolve in every aspect, especially mentally, which is something many people expect from Goku in Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Diamond's younger audience focus will allow Dragon Ball Super to explore more adult stories and character development. His ability to learn during the fight, along with his perseverance, will be tested to the limit and shine through. A script that would please everyone would be an exciting twist, where Goku realizes that the key to winning is not just strength, but the unity of all universes and the collaboration between the most powerful warriors from all worlds. We're already discussing multiverses here. Goku is already a symbol, but he could become even more, like a symbol of unity, inspiring even the gods and angels to rethink their roles. In the end, will Goku make us a god of destruction or an angel? Of course not, because those roles don't match his free and adventurous nature. Instead, he will ascend to a new state of existence, a cosmic protector who travels between universes, helping to maintain balance and always seeking new challenges. He will continue to train and fight, of course, but now with a deeper understanding of the universe and his place in it. This would leave a beautiful legacy for Goku, one of peace, courage, friendship, and strength. He will see his friends and family thrive, knowing he will always be there, even if in a different way. And so, Goku, the Saiyan who never stopped fighting, will be able to find a new adventure, one that will last for all eternity. This is my theory, but for a concrete Dragon Ball Super ending based on Akira Toriyama's work, watch the movie Dragon Ball Super Superhero, followed by the Peaceful World Saga from Dragon Ball Z, which chronologically continues from the movie. This was the ending Akira Toriyama had planned for Dragon Ball Z, and chronologically for Dragon Ball Super even before its release. The guy is far from a genius. He didn't even consider that. Well, of course I wouldn't do you the favor of explaining all this here without showing you which episodes you need to watch, right? Well, the Pacific World Saga of Dragon Ball Z, also known as the Martial Arts Tournament Saga or the 28th Saga. Martial Arts Tournament covers the final episodes of the series, specifically the episodes that are episode 288. The Martial Arts Tournament begins in episode 289, Goku encounters Yub in episode 290. The Search for the Successor, episode 291, Until We Meet Again. These episodes are great and revealing, and they show the preparation and participation of Goku and his friends in the tournament, where Goku meets and trains Oob, a character who is very important in the Super manga, and here is already gaining prominence, and they introduced him in the Moro Saga. It served a purpose, to connect with the present moment, concluding the series peacefully while hinting at new beginnings. Although this ending is canonical, I believe that Akira Toriyama, before leaving us, left a more complete ending now based on Dragon Ball Super. And even though the Peaceful World Saga comes after Dragon Ball Super, it wasn't based on it, right guys? So it's valid, but maybe it's not the one we wanted. This more complete ending based on Super was theorized by me here in this video, but there's much more to add, and with your support I can keep researching and creating Dragon Ball content. Please subscribe so you don't miss updates, and like and comment to support me. I promise to keep improving. Leave in the comments what you want to see in the next videos and what I could improve, and that's basically it. Thank you for your support, I'll see you in the next video, that's it for now, and I'm out.